Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Man, I woke up this morning and have seen that Bitcoin finally reached a new high of $112,000. Okay, this is truly the moment that we have been waiting for, guys. Okay, it's been a while, right? Like Bitcoin was really struggling to reach $112,000, as we all know, for the past few weeks. Okay, like we saw Bitcoin reaching a high of 111. It was almost reaching 112, didn't quite get there, and then it started to drop. But right now, Bitcoin has finally reached $112,000, meaning it is at a new all-time high. So that is exactly what I want to talk about, guys. So man, looking pretty good this morning for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has reached a new all-time high above $112,000. Okay, so yeah, this is exactly what we have been waiting for, guys. Okay, Bitcoin finally making a move, reaching a new all-time high, right? Here you guys have it. Okay, Bitcoin hits new all-time high above $112,000, and I just missed it, right? Because like I said, I woke up to this. Okay, Bitcoin reaching a new high, right? And right now the Bitcoin price is slightly dropping. Okay, it's still above $111,000 right now. We're currently at the 4-hour time frame, and you guys can clearly see this beautiful candle that did form for Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin absolutely skyrocketed to a new high of 112, and you guys can clearly see right over here, it went as high as 112.1. Okay, so yeah, looking pretty good for Bitcoin. And you guys can clearly see, if it goes to the daily time frame, we know Bitcoin was forming this bull flag, and you guys can clearly see, okay, support and resistance, and obviously we did finally see Bitcoin breaking out of this bull flag, right? So yeah, it is looking pretty good for Bitcoin. You guys can clearly see it did break out of it. And yeah, so far it is looking absolutely amazing, for Bitcoin, guys. Okay, it really is. It's reached a new all-time high. Right now it's just, like I said, slightly below it, but I truly do believe soon enough we're gonna see Bitcoin continue to go higher. Okay, as I've been telling guys, many times throughout my videos, I truly do believe this month in July will be pretty decent for Bitcoin, right? But I do believe, you know August and September, we're going to see a lot of ups and downs for Bitcoin. And of course, the reason why I say that is because, as we all know, the month of August is pretty, it's pretty bearish, for Bitcoin, especially September, right? But things can change. Okay, things can change. Who knows? Maybe this time around, we do in fact see Bitcoin going much higher, but I'm expecting corrections coming for Bitcoin, guys. Okay, I'm not saying this to be bearish. I'm just being transparent with you guys, okay? I do believe Bitcoin is going to be having more corrections in the next upcoming few weeks, because usually Bitcoin doesn't perform that great in the month of August and September, usually, right? But like I said, maybe this time around would be different. Who exactly knows? But I'm expecting a lot of ups and downs, okay, coming for Bitcoin in the next few weeks. But either way, it's amazing to see Bitcoin, reaching new highs, breaking out of this bull flag, right? Which is amazing to see, very bullish. And overall, right, the market is looking pretty good. Ethereum is pumping right now, man. Ethereum is back almost at $2,800. It's been a while since we have seen Ethereum back at, almost 2.8, just below it right now. And it's up, over 6%. It's much higher than, Bitcoin. What Bitcoin is doing, it's only up over 2%, right? Whereas Ethereum is up 6%. Fair few alts today are moving. Okay, yesterday we did see a fair few alts moving, right? But today alts are continue to go much higher, guys, right? You guys clearly see that past 24 hours we are seeing a lot of altcoins pumping, right? You guys can just clearly see that. Okay, so looking pretty good right now for altcoins today. And overall, the market today is up over 2%, okay? 2.7%, almost 3%. So overall, looking pretty good for the entire crypto market today, okay? It really is. So I want to talk about this real quick, okay? El Salvador, we know, is a country that have, in fact, been buying Bitcoin pretty much every single day, right? They've been buying Bitcoin, one Bitcoin, pretty much every single day, ever since like 2022 to where we are right now. Okay, so they have obviously accumulated a lot of Bitcoin, and you have to clearly see El Salvador now has almost $400 million in unrealized profit in their Bitcoin holdings. This is amazing to see. Okay, this is truly, the Bitcoin effect, and this is what happens when you DCA into Bitcoin, when you buy Bitcoin and you're simply holding it, right? So $400 million in unrealized profit in the Bitcoin holdings, guys, for El Salvador, right? This country, like I said, they've been accumulating a lot of Bitcoin, as we all know. Okay. And it's actually legal tender, right, in El Salvador, right? And in El Salvador, Bitcoin is actually legal tender there, right? So if you guys just search up El Salvador on Google, right, you also clearly see it's pretty interesting. And I actually just saw this today for some reason, right? But in currencies, it says US, okay, US dollars, right, and Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also there. So as we know, guys, El Salvador, okay, they are actually the first ever country, okay, to make Bitcoin as legal tender. I don't know if you guys know that, right? But you also clearly see in September 2021, El Salvador became the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Okay, so the US dollar and Bitcoin is legal tender in El Salvador, guys. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know that, but that is just a fun fact if you guys didn't know that about, El Salvador. Okay. But yeah, moving on, getting into these Bitcoin charts, starting off with this one. Yes, Bitcoin right now has reached new highs, but it's not going to stop here. Okay, it's going to keep going much, much higher. This one's actually pretty interesting. So it says here Bitcoin cycle top, 17 weeks to go. Historically, it took around 53 weeks on average for Bitcoin to reach its cycle top after US elections. We're currently at week 36 post-election. If history repeats, that leaves us with 17 weeks to go. Okay, so understand, guys, every single time we have these elections, okay, usually right after it, okay, in the next few weeks, right after it, we do see Bitcoin skyrocketing. Okay, so obviously it's been a few weeks already since we have seen the election, and yeah, Bitcoin, right, is about to go much, much higher, guys, right? If history does repeat, right, 17 weeks to go, we're going to see Bitcoin skyrocketing. Okay, and it's already happening. Okay, Bitcoin is going much, much higher, guys. Okay, we know in general, okay, I've talked about this many times, the global money supply has been going up, right? And usually when that goes up, Bitcoin follows and goes up with it. Okay, so I'm expecting big moves coming for Bitcoin. Okay, I do believe 112, right? It's not just going to stop at 112. It's going to be going much, much higher, 115 to 120 to 130 to 150. It's coming, guys, okay? Obviously, we're going to see some corrections along the way, okay? But either way, Bitcoin is going to recover and push through it, and it's just going to keep rising and rising and rising, okay? So Bitcoin holders, be ready for that. And in general, right, we know Bitcoin, yes, it truly is a volatile asset. We see a lot of ups and downs for Bitcoin, but understand long term, guys, Bitcoin has been in a bull market for 15 years. Again, this is actually pretty interesting because if you really think about it, it truly has been in a bull market for 15 years, like in total, right? Because you guys can see overall, the entire chart, right, for Bitcoin has just been going up. As we all know, we enter different cycles. Okay, 4-year cycle, we enter, okay, different cycles, the bull cycle, and of course the bear cycle. And obviously, every single time we do see Bitcoin going down, reaching a bottom or whatnot, it always recovers. And when Bitcoin does recover and it enters, the next bull cycle, the next bull market, it always tends to reach a new all-time high every single time. Okay, you guys can clearly see that in this chart, right? It's always rising. Bitcoin is always recovering and it's always reaching new highs, guys. Just like today, it reached a new all-time high of $112,000. And guess what? It's not going to stop here. This is just the beginning. It's going to get to $1 million and beyond. As I told you guys many times, Bitcoin is going to be a digital asset that's going to be, worth $1 million. And not just that, millions of dollars per coin. That's going to be happening, whether you like it or not, whether you are ready or not. That's going to be happening for Bitcoin. So I hope you guys, are prepared for that. But this is quite interesting. Yes, if you really think about it, Bitcoin has been in a bull market, right, for 15 years. Really, if you really think about it, right? So quite interesting. And also, guys, something big did happen for Bitcoin. So top assets by market cap, and you have to clearly see right now, Bitcoin is at number 6. Okay, it has, right, surpassed Google. Okay, you guys clearly see that has surpassed Google, and now Bitcoin is sitting at number 6. Okay, and I told you guys many times, right, when a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, we did see, Bitcoin, you know, going over, silver. Okay, I told you guys it's going to go over Google, and that's exactly what happened today. And then eventually it's going to, replace Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and then eventually gold. Okay, I do believe one day, as we all know, Bitcoin will easily surpass gold by market cap. Okay, it's coming, guys, right? So be ready for that. So it's great to see that Bitcoin right now is sitting at number 6. Okay, and it has surpassed Google, right? And next up, it's Amazon, and then Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, and so on and so on and so on. All right, eventually it's going to be gold, and then Bitcoin is going to be at number 1. Okay, making it the largest asset out there by market cap. So be prepared for that, guys, right? Now, also something very, very interesting did happen for Bitcoin today, right? Emirates Airline to accept cryptocurrency as payments. Okay. Now, I don't know if this actually just happened today, like if this actually officially happened today, because I thought this happened like a couple months back. Okay. But yeah, apparently it's just put out now. Like apparently it's actually officially happening that Emirates, right, the airline is now accepting Bitcoin and crypto as payments, right? So you can now, okay, buy, your plane tickets and whatnot with cryptocurrency, right? With Bitcoin and crypto, which is absolutely amazing to see, guys. Okay, like this is truly going to be the future, guys. Okay, as we know, Bitcoin is being used as payments. Okay, I mean that's why Bitcoin was created at the first place. It's literally peer-to-peer money transactions. Okay, it's decentralized, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, and a lot of different countries, companies, and whatnot are now accepting Bitcoin and crypto as payments, especially Bitcoin, right? So this is absolutely amazing to see. You can now buy your Emirates plane tickets with Bitcoin and crypto. Absolutely amazing to see, guys. Okay, absolutely amazing to see. I mean, we know in general the UAE, right, Dubai, they are very, very Bitcoin and crypto friendly there. Okay, they are, right? So I'm not surprised that this is happening right now, right? But yeah, great to see you guys. Bitcoin reaching new all-time highs. Okay, it's broke out of this bull flag. So I will keep you guys up to date on what's going to be happening with Bitcoin. Okay, if it will continue to go much, much higher, because right now you guys clearly see Bitcoin is dropping slightly. Okay, it's still above 111, but it is slightly dropping from its previous size of 112. Okay, but I will keep you guys up to date. It's, in my opinion, still looking pretty good for Bitcoin. I do believe soon enough it's gonna continue to rise back up and reach new highs. Okay, but yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching this video. Give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys all in my next one. Have a good one, guys.